Hey everybody, I just wanted to jump on here and give you a quick update as to what the market's doing because we all know we're in a little bit of a shift. So every week looks a little bit different. So I just wanted to give you an update. So as of right now, it's taking about 7 weeks to go under contract, which is obviously a huge difference from what we saw over the last 6 months where it was taking 2 to 3 days to go under contract. So what this means for sellers and for agents also is that if you're making it through your first weekend and you're not seeing offers, you're not even seeing showings, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to do a price reduction right away. So patience is going to be key as we move through this market, and rushing to do a price reduction could be leaving money on the table. Buyers are taking a lot more time to make financial decisions, and that's just part of the market we're going to see these days. The average amount of showings that it's taking to go under contract is 13. So if you're seeing a weekend where you're only having 1 or 2 showings, know that it could take you 7 weeks to get under contract and that you're trying to hit that sweet number of 13. If you hit 13 showings and you've had feedback maybe that the price is too high, you may want to consider doing a price reduction now. 50% of properties are having to do a price reduction to go under contract. And I know that may seem like a lot, but you have to keep in mind too that sellers are pricing properties based on what numbers we're supporting a few months ago. So properties are coming onto the market a little bit high, which I think is why we're seeing a lot of those price reductions and so much of them. And the odds of selling have reached pre-pandemic numbers. I just want to say there's nothing wrong with that. We were in a good, strong market before the pandemic, and we're in a good, strong market now. We're still sitting at about 1.2 months of inventory, so it's not like we have shifted into this drastic buyer's market. It's not that at all. It feels much more like a buyer's market in comparison to what we have seen over the last 18 months, but it is by no means a numbers-wise a buyer's market. In order to reach a balanced market, we would have to be sitting at 6 months of inventory. We're sitting at about 1.2 months of inventory right now. So although things have softened and it may feel like a buyer's market to the consumer, we are still numbers-wise sitting at a seller's market. So we're going to see another cooling through Labor Day weekend, which we always do. And I just want to remind sellers and agents both that what we're seeing right now, especially in August being a slow time, is very typical from what we've seen cyclically in the market previously. And just because we haven't seen it maybe the last 2 years because of COVID and because of how the market was, what we're experiencing now is very normal for a real estate market. So just because it feels like things are a little bit slower for you or your business this month, take a deep breath. This is very typical of the Denver market in August, and things are likely to pick back up through the end of fall. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to sit down and talk with you about the market.